Okay, people, this is just a follow-up from the last couple of videos. At the same time, people become more enlightened and filled with this new kind of love, I guess. Like I said, every action has a reaction. There will be those who want to become more angry, okay, and try to convince people to constantly be angry. Hey, what about this then? Don't this tick you off, and don't this, and we got to do something. And I mean, you've seen all the comments on here on YouTube and some of the videos. I mean, they have you ready to, just do something, do something rash. And with that, I'm gonna go to some verses here through Proverbs. Um, Chapter 14, verse 29, it said, "He that is slow to wrath is of great understanding, but he that is hasty of spirit exalteth folly." Okay? So let's not be so quick to get angry so fast. Okay? Because all that leads to is, you know, sure, a little bit of destruction, you get something off your chest, some shouting, break some windows, whatever, some fights, and then after that you got nothing. There's another one here that says, "A violent man enticeth his neighbor, and leadeth him into the way that is not good. He shutteth his eyes to devise forward things, moving his lips he bringeth evil to pass. And he that is slow to anger is better than the mighty." This is chapter 16, by the way, verse 29, 30, and 32. Say, "He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh the city." Okay? So this is about self-control. Okay, we can't stop everybody, but we can stop ourselves from, if not doing something physically, from letting ourselves be disturbed, okay, and again, taken out of this zone that we may be feeling. As it says in verse 15, chapter 15 here, verse 1, it says, "A soft answer turneth away wrath, for grievous words stir up anger." You know, simple as that. And so let's again, if we hear these things, coming out of people's mouths, it's let's try to be a voice of reason. There's always have to be a voice of reason to go against that. All right. And with that, this isn't about trying to uh, um you can't just change everybody. Some people want to be mad. Some people want to be angry, and that's just it. And so you really can't do anything about that. You go off your way. All right. It says, I have this one here that says, "It is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman in the White House." Well, that's not just attributed to that. It's also from for anybody. If you just see somebody just want to be riled up, just go somewhere else. All right. And especially when what it says here: "Smite a scorner, and the simple will beware, and reprove one that hath understanding, and he will understand knowledge." Well, those scorners will smite those themselves, and the scorners are the ones that just constantly want to keep up something. All right. They just gotta, wherever they go, they just want to start trouble. Okay. And it said, "A merry heart doeth good like a medicine, but a broken spirit drieth bones." So as things get harder here and more complicated and more dire, it's about the strength of our spirit. All right. What's here? Here's another one here. Chapter 20, verse 3 said, "It is an honor for a man to cease from strife, but every fool will be meddling." All right. I mean, there's a whole lot more here, but I just wanted to shorten it up a bit. But here's one to remember. This is chapter 24, verse 10. "If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small. So this is our test, people. Okay? We're going to be tried like fine gold. And how do you try gold? In fire. You know? And so this is that time now. We cannot be faint. I mean, it's imperative that we keep ourselves steadfast and strong. However, we can do that, and we can't do it alone. It has to be in the counsel of others of like mind. All right. Um, and here's another one, chapter 29, verse 9. If a wise man contendeth with a foolish man, whether he rage or laugh, there is no rest. What that means is, do not allow yourself to get caught up in endless debates with someone who just insists on saying some of the most ignorant things just for the sake of entertainment. Because their purpose is to rile you up, to get you mad, and then they'll say, see, you're not so that, so, this is a time where the ego starts to go away. This is part of that going, that washing away of things. The ego has to go, and so before we have to catch ourselves before we become caught up in, you know, instead of seeking peace, just trying to be right or to sound like the most right or have the best argument and just go back and forth, back and forth. I found myself dragged into some of those, and I at the end of it, I was just like, some people just do not want to agree. Okay, some people want to be negative. Then, if that's their choice, that's their choice, and can't attempt to just change everybody's minds through our words. Sometimes they have to change it on their own. I mean, it's an individual effort. And so, if you contend with a foolish person, whether he rage or laugh, whether he is just want to be angry or when he just want to make a mockery out of everything and just be an ignorant person, there is no rest. So don't waste yourself because it'll only disturb your spirit in the end. And that's just about as far as I can go with that. There was a lot more verses I had, but it'll be basically just beating a dead horse. This is it. you know. And so draw a line, know where to draw the line, and keep yourselves from having your spirit disturbed, because we're right here at the threshold. And I will say this: I am not predicting some cataclysmic event on December 21st, nor have I ever. What I do know that I do believe that it's a gradual change. Matter of fact, I won't say I believe. I will say that I know, based on what I've been feeling and experiencing. And now that I've put the fillers out, I see that I'm not alone. That people are experiencing this all over the country and all over the world. So I know it's not just a belief anymore. I know. So, welcome to the new paradigm shift. I would say that the 21st of December is just the beginning. That it's going to expand, over the course of maybe a year or two, maybe 3 years. I was trying to print this, actually, Spiritual Fragment 66 just uploaded this video. One of the most recent videos about this paradigm shift. And if you click on the link attached to the description, it'll take you to a website. And this lady, she has these articles, very informative. The first one talks about pretty much verbatim what was in the video, but then the second page, it talks about the symptoms. And every one of them symptoms I've experienced, so I know definitely that there's something going on here. But this is, we have to strengthen ourselves, definitely. Communicate with each other, whether it be through YouTube, folks want to exchange numbers, whatever, Facebook, Twitter, however you want to do it. But it's time now to rise up more, it's time to activate, whatever it is you want to call it. Now is the time. Okay, because people are going to need it. And you're going to see people around you are just going to seem to be drawn to you. They're going to want to talk to you. They're going to start asking these questions. People are going to start becoming more concerned, not just about the latest thing in the news, the tragedy or whatnot, just about what's going on with them inside them. They're going to find themselves more willing to open up because they're going to be like, hey, I've been feeling that too. I just didn't know what to say. And so this is a time to let everyone know that they are not alone. So those who are close to you and they may seem, they come to you, it's not about, pushing and knocking at their door. No, let them come knock at your door. Spark up that conversation with you. That's how you know they're ready. And you know that you were placed at that moment, at that time for that conversation. Don't pass it up, because that's how, for lack of a better term, a light worker does their work. I mean, there are many other forms, but that's it. Okay? And this is no different than um, New Testament, when those who will be activated, and old men will dream dreams and young men will prophesy and all those different things. It's the same, it's similarities are there. All right. So feel good about your position, what you have been chosen to do, and accept it wholeheartedly, and just go for it. It's no time for fear anymore.